Welcome back to the Map for College Learning Community. My name is Ernest Manelli, founder of My Action Plan for College. And this video will discuss the ways in which you could develop positive vocabulary acquisition techniques. So, strategies to improve your vocabulary, very straightforward techniques that we have found to work well for a variety of students across all different learning needs. And the most important factor would be consistency. You need to start out with a foundation and a framework that's going to allow for the consistent development of your vocabulary. So, whether you're in middle school or in high school, whatever your stage of development would be, one of the most fundamental things would be to play to your strengths. So, let's talk about that for a moment. Some people are more traditional and deal better with flashcards, post-it notes, things of that nature. Some people like to use certain online available platforms such as Quizlet. That's been very popular. Other students will access speech recognition software through one of their devices, and that will do the speech to text, and then they will go and edit it, as needed, but they will sort of generate ideas through the speech to text function. Whatever technique to develop your vocabulary that is best for you, I would encourage you to play to your strengths, and I would encourage you to start with the most commonly utilized root words, because the root words provide the real structure of the building blocks of language. So, we, as part of My Action Plan for College, for those students that are part of our support program, who are part of our subscription service, we offer a comprehensive listing of the most commonly utilized root words, prefixes, suffixes. We go over verbs that are used most commonly on standardized tests, and we focus on those verbs as well as their synonyms and antonyms to provide a growing universe of ability for students to have that linguistic flexibility. So we would encourage you to be consistent, to be positive, to be proactive. And some students worry, they say, well, if I'm going to take on some sort of a vocabulary building commitment, I'm already so busy with my home study assignments, with projects, with sports and activities. I would say if you can dedicate, at least at the start, if you can dedicate 3 distinct times per week, that could be twice during the week and once on the weekend. If you can dedicate 3 blocks of time, and when I say blocks of time, initially, just block off 15 minutes at a time. If you can block off 3 15-minute chunks of time during the week, develop your Quizlet card list, your flashcard list, your speech to text recognition list, however you choose to do it. And for students in our program, we provide all of the structure, all of the curriculum. We basically give you the tools that you would need to access that learning and develop that thought process. So I would encourage you, if you can find 3 times per week to build on that knowledge and create that content, and then twice a month, if you can go over a cumulative review. Now, when you get to a certain stage of cumulative review, you might only need to do it once a month. But initially, I would say 3 15-minute blocks per week of vocabulary development, dedicated vocabulary development, and then twice a month, go over the cumulative list, which is going to build. So as it builds, you might want to stretch it out to once every 3 weeks, once every 4 weeks. I wouldn't take the cumulative list beyond once every month, because then you run the danger of losing some of that long-term memory. You want to keep your short-term memory sharp. You want to keep your long-term memory sharp. And if you can maintain some sort of structure and a consistent approach on a regular basis, I think you will find that your vocabulary will become much more flexible, much more automatic, that certain words that caused consternation and, you know, in which you didn't really have total confidence, you will have that growing, developing confidence to utilize words and phrases successfully, appropriately, correctly, in the proper context, and that will take you in very positive directions with regard to your vocabulary. Because when you're sharing your thoughts in the marketplace of ideas, you build and you leverage your credibility based on the type of vocabulary that you have. And if you have a growing, expanding lexicon, and if people can turn to you for ideas and they value your knowledge base, that gives you such a confidence boost. And it also gives you certain advantages, both academically and as you're developing your academic and future career skills, because you can really set yourself apart and distinguish yourself from the crowd based on the way in which you take vocabulary development seriously. So, one of the things that I really want to emphasize as we wrap up this video is that if you really need a direction as to how to start, we are happy to work with you. We provide a curriculum, we provide materials, support. We really try to reach out to our clients and provide them with the tools that they need to become more successful lifelong learners. And as part of your overall success strategy, if you take that time to enhance your vocabulary, you can really see the gains almost immediately and then going forward. So once again, my name is Ernest Manelli, founder of My Action Plan for College. Please feel free to like this video, subscribe to our growing YouTube channel. We will have more educational content to come. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and we would look forward to working with you to develop your vocabulary needs as well. Thank you so much.